There's an unspoken language that characterizes how we as human beings express and receive love. Understanding this language is key to any successful relationship, that being romantic or otherwise. First, we need to know and understand our own love language. How do I express my love to others? And how do I receive love from others? Those aren't always the same. Next, we have to recognize how our partner does the same thing. Now, if you can figure that shit out, then you just might have a fighting chance of staying together in a happy, healthy, and stable relationship.
Toxic. Love, sip of whiskey. Love. Indeed. Let's talk about it. We ain't sipping no tea, sipping no whiskey. We don't make love, but we fuck. We get tipsy. We ain't got no shame in our game. Ain't there nothing wrong, 'cause this for the grown.
We're talking love languages. How do I accept and receive love from others? All right. So there are 5 different love languages. And where the hell did they come from? Okay. Well, in 1992, a marriage counselor decided to write a book based on discussions from couples that he had counseled. He states that often couples would come in and express how they don't feel loved in their relationship, and their partner would be completely confused and not understand why, right? And then lists what they do for the person. The partner that doesn't feel love would have no real reason or explanation, but we're talking love languages. How do I accept and receive love from others? All right. So there are 5 different love languages. And where the hell did they come from? Okay. Well, in 1992, a marriage counselor decided to write a book based on discussions from couples that he had counseled. He states that often couples would come in and express how they don't feel loved in their relationship, and their partner would be completely confused and not understand why, right? And then lists what they do for the person. The partner that doesn't feel love would have no real reason or explanation, but it created confusion, right? So based off his experience, he narrowed down 5 ways that people generally express and receive love, hence 5 love languages, all right? Before y'all start, and before y'all try to comfort me about, oh, I don't believe in it, you don't have to believe in it, baby. Or maybe you should. But I am a firm believer in this principle. It might not be exact science, but it's behavioral. So it's going to vary person to person and relationship to relationship. But everyone expresses and receives love in some type of way. A preferable way, I should say. And it could be multiple ones, but we often have one that gets us the most, right? So let's talk about the 5 different types of love languages. So the first one is words of affirmation. Communicating affection through spoken and written praise, appreciation, encouragement, and frequent I love yous. Now, we'll dive into each one later. I'm just giving you a overview right now, okay? So follow along with me. Bear with me. quality time, expressing love by fully focusing attention on your partner through shared activities, conversation, and togetherness. Number 3, physical touch, showing care through intimate and affectionate physical contact like hugging, kissing, holding hands, sex. Acts of service, doing thoughtful deeds and gestures to help make your partner's life easier by relieving burdens. Receiving gifts, giving meaningful surprises and symbolic presents to celebrate affection. Now I know what you're thinking. I like multiple or all of these to some degree. And yeah, I bet we all do to a certain extent. But one of the 5 probably stuck out to you the most, and that's your love language. That's how you receive love, and more often than not, how you generally express it yourself. Because normally, how we want to receive love is what we project onto others. Now, that can be problematic, but we'll get there, all right? Now, here comes the issue. How we express our love isn't always how your partner needs to receive it. And let me do one of the moments for y'all. Did y'all get that? Here we go. How we express our love isn't always how our partner needs to receive love. Okay? Now let's get back to the basics and understand what each love language means and how it looks in real life. Okay, so we're going to start back at the beginning. Words of affirmation. Now, someone whose love language is words of affirmation prefers love to be expressed through spoken words, praise or appreciation, right? They enjoy compliments and frequent I love yous, thoughtful little notes, encouraging text messages, praise for things that they do right. So basically, receiving positive affirmations or positive reinforcements from the people that they love. They like a good hype man, right? Hype me up. So think of a hype man for words of affirmation. On the flip side of this, receiving excessive criticism or lack of positive affirmations can cause someone with this type of love language to shut down and feel neglected or sometimes even underappreciated. So if any of this rang true for you and you feel that your main love language, how you receive love and want to receive love, is words of affirmation, then make sure that you're communicating that to your partner, right? And also, I think it's wild that on the flip side of it, like if they don't get enough of it or you don't receive enough of it or you receive criticism and not enough praise, that you'll shut down. But I've seen it happen, and often the partner doesn't know what's going on because they don't feel like they've done anything wrong, and they haven't necessarily done anything wrong. They just haven't fulfilled your need on how you receive love. So let's continue. Quality time. All right. So if someone's love language is quality time, they really appreciate love and affection being expressed through undivided attention from their partner. Undivided. So being hyper focused when it's defined time for y'all to spend together. Focused. Not on your phone, but focused on the person that you're spending time with, right? Looking into their eyes, having meaningful conversations, participating in activities together, actively listening. So basically, they want you to be present and in the moment without distraction. Whether that's the TV, phones, you not paying attention to them, etc. Okay? So if you or someone you know receives love, or their love language is quality time, then make sure that you're actually doing the quality time, right? And you're not just spending time with them, because there's a big difference. You can be in the same room with a person and not be spending quality time with them because they don't even know you're present, because you're texting or on social media or talking to someone else on the phone. So if your partner wants quality time, give them that. Set aside maybe half an hour after work, or set aside some time on the weekend where it can just be the two of you without distractions. And it goes both ways, because don't be trying to get quality time if you ain't giving it yourself. Okay. Now, on the flip side of this, being distracted while you're supposed to be spending time together, scrolling through your phone while they're talking, or being fickle and canceling plans, can cause issues and make someone with this love language feel unseen and unheard. Someone with a quality time love language nurtures intimacy through meaningful connection and conversation. Now on to the next one. Physical touch. Self-explanatory, right? Those with primary love language, that is physical touch, feel the most loved and appreciated through physical affection. Now this is me, okay? Holding hands, cuddling, kissing, sitting next to each other, rubs on the back, hugs, sex, etc. Basically, they find comfort in your touch and crave it in order to truly feel loved in their relationships. They want to feel emotionally connected to their partner physically. And it may be important for them to feel physically close to their partner every day. Now, this means in close proximation, right? So for people who have this as their love language, they can be a little clingy. Like other people that this isn't their love language, they might feel that they're a little clingy and want to be up under you all the time, right? And if your significant other is like this, it's probably because their love language is physical touch. And if they don't get enough of it, they start to feel like you don't want them, right? So on the flip side, like I'm saying, a lack of physical connection causes someone with this love language to feel distant or unloved. Now, the next love language is acts of service. If someone's primary love language is acts of service, they may want love expressed to them through their partner helping them, or through helpful deeds. Noticing when someone's tired and proactively relieving their workload demonstrates caring better than just talking about helping. So this person likes to be shown. They like action. Show me you love me, right? Now, following through reliably also builds trust. So this can be shown through doing chores, running errands, helping with their tasks, making the coffee they like in the morning. Small yet impactful services you know they need or would like. Okay? But on the flip side, laziness, broken communication, broken commitments, and making more work for your partner may communicate that their feelings don't matter. Now, I know a lot of instances where this happens, particularly to if you're in a relationship and you have children, right? Or you're in a relationship and one person stays home and the other person works. And when the person who works comes home And if they have to still clean and have to cook and have to pick up after and deal with things that could have been dealt with already, this is the type of a problem that may occur, because you can show them you love them by being proactive and doing things that need to be done, right? So on the other side of it, sometimes people don't recognize that you're showing them love by doing these types of things, because it's not how they show or receive love. So they might not recognize it initially. Okay. Now, gifting. The final love language is receiving gifts. Now, I'm not talking about no gold diggers. I'm not talking about folks out here that just need to receive all the Gucci and all the Louis and, all the nails and get my hair did type of situation. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about, all right? So those with this as a primary love language feel most cared for by receiving gifts and cherish tangible symbols of love. So tangible means something that I can put my hand on and touch. Physical manifestation of how you feel about them. And like I said, this does not mean super expensive daily gifts or objects that you buy in general. And this is honestly how you can weed out someone whose love language is gifting and somebody that just wants you to give. Okay? Because this can be expressed through homemade cards, which homemade items go a long way and mean the most, to tell you the truth. Picking up their favorite candy from the gas station, stocking up on ice cream that they like, something that reminds them of an inside joke or a shared experience, etc. People with this love language treasure not only the gift itself, but also the time and effort that the gift giver put into getting the gift. Does that make sense? Gifts could be physical items or even the gift of the partner themselves. You know what I'm saying? Wrap yourself up and give it as a gift. If you know your partner likes something, in the boudoir, then give that. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bow on your chas. Wrap your... Let me stop. We're going to talk about that in another episode about sex and fetishes. But, give something meaningful, and it doesn't have to be something that you go to the store and purchase. That's the point, all right? But on the flip side, someone with this love language may feel hurt if their partner never brings them meaningful gifts or forgets to give them a gift on special occasions, such as birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, etc. So, now that you know the love languages and have a little understanding of each, what is your love language? How do you most like to receive love? Now, I'm definitely a physical touch person. I touched on that a little bit. I'm sure y'all saw that one coming, but I know that about myself. I know that in order for me to feel a connection or intimacy with my man, I need to be touched. And I'm not talking about sexually. This is non-sexual touches throughout the day. Like, I like to be graced or run up on and give a hug, or even just like little silly taps, or however, it doesn't even matter. Just touch me. Don't ignore me all day and then tap me on the shoulder in the bed, because I ain't going. I'm going to have a headache and I'm going to have problems. Because you should have cuddled with me on the damn couch, right? But I digress. Figuring out how you receive love is vital to relationships. It allows you to openly communicate with your partner what you need in order to feel secure and loved, and vice versa. Once that's figured out, you're 90% ahead of the game, right? And if you truly care about your person, then you will know how to show that love and admiration in a way that your partner understands, right? So let me share a little story with y'all, because I always give y'all a little personal insight, right? So as I stated, I am definitely a physical touch type of person. That is my primary love language. Now, I speak all the rest of them too, but my primary love language is definitely physical touch. Now, my partner's love language, his primary one is acts of service. He is definitely the type of person that wants you to be proactive, and if you see something that needs to be done, to do it. Or you know what? I'm a mix, because it's acts of service, but it's also quality time, because he is one of these people that can't stand for you to flake or be fickle, or if we made plans and those plans need to stick. I am too. And if we are saying, hey, it's me and you and we gonna spend this time together, then don't be on your phone. And don't be talking to somebody else, or, obviously distracted and wishing that you were somewhere else. Now, I bring this up because it was extremely hard when we first started talking. Now, when I say that he is he is anti-affection, especially public affection. So when we first got together, y'all already know this was a big problem for me. If I had a red flag ever in our relationship, this would have been it. But I didn't understand how he showed love or how he wanted to receive it. I didn't even know that that was a thing. I didn't know that the way I show love may not be how he wanted to receive it. And the way that he gives it to me, I'm not recognizing it. It took a long time for me to realize, okay, he doesn't cuddle. He won't hold my hand in public. He doesn't kiss me in public. Those are things that he doesn't necessarily do on his own because it's just not him. And I had to learn that even though that is my love language and what I wanted, that's not how he showed it. And I had to take a step back and be like, okay, well, how else does he show me that he loves and cares about me? And it's always been all of the rest of them, honestly. It's always been words of encouragement. Now, let me tell you something about this one. He ain't finna tell you you're fine. He ain't finna tell you you're cute. He ain't finna tell you you look good. It's not that type of words of affirmation. His words of affirmation is, yeah, you can get that business done. I don't know why you in here being lazy. Just go on and get that done because you know you need to get it done. Yep, it looks good. Now put it out. Yep, I knew that you can do that. Those are his words of affirmation. He also likes to give gifts, right? Because he was the person who gave me my computers, my software, things to help me business related. That's what he did. I don't get flowers. I ain't never got flowers from this man, but I get computers. I get software. I get cameras. I get all the latest technology and really anything that I need in order to help me grow, help our family grow, or help my business move forward. But that took a minute for me to learn, and I had to have the desire to learn. So I'm sharing this with you guys because if someone that you are with, if you love them and you know that they love you and you know that you guys are good together, but it just seems to be like you missing each other. Something is missing. You're not getting it. Sit down and go over your love languages. It is worth it because once you understand how they need love, then you can compromise. Because now, is he mushy? No. But he'll give me those moments. He'll allow me to hug on him and harass him and hold and grab his hand and pinch on his butt and run up on him and hug him or jump on him. He will allow me to do those things. Now, I don't overdo it because I don't want to overstimulate him and overstep my boundaries, but he'll allow me to do it. Now, I will make sure that his cookies and cream ice cream is stocked in the refrigerator or in the freezer. I will make sure that if I'm out, I grab some lemon heads or some Smarties, or not Smarties, but some sweet tarts, because I know that's what he wants to snack on. Things of that nature. And if I know he's not feeling well or he has a lot on his plate, I'll try to do the things around the house that I know he normally does, so he doesn't have to. So knowing each other's love language really makes for a happy household, y'all. And it really makes for a healthy relationship because it's a give and take. It's a balance. It's showing the person that you are with that you see them, you accept them, and you're going to put forth effort to love them the way that they want and need to be loved. Y'all got it. Y'all can do it. Okay? Using and being committed to understanding your partner's love language encourages you to learn and to focus on their needs rather than your own. Now, don't expect that shit overnight. Like I was saying, this comes with time, effort, and patience on both sides. Learning to extend grace to your partner is important in the process. If they are actively trying, let that be a win. Understanding your primary love language can enhance communication, deepen emotional connection, and foster a great sense of intimacy in your relationships. While all 5 languages are equally important, you may feel a deeper connection with one. And you might have a complete disdain for another one, like, don't do that. That ain't me at all. And that's fine. But as I always say, especially to my son and to people around me, use your words. Besides exploring love languages and figuring out what's going on, doing it together can actually be really fun. If there can be a way to deepen a connection or rekindle a lost one, then do it, right? Remember, love means different things to different people. The beauty comes from the joy of wanting to go through that journey of what love looks and feels like, not to yourself, but to the person you decide you want to experience it with.
Y'all know what time it is. Coming up next week on Sex.Love.Whiskey.
All right, guys. So tonight in the studio, I have with me Chad, my goody gone, but to y'all, he is the juice man. What's going on?
I can't call it. My time trying to keep it complaining. I feel like I don't see too many Hispanic men with white women, at least in my own day-to-day operation. I feel like I see
where we live.
Like they always together, Mexican and Spanish, or whatever it is.
Right. I created that to the South.
Yeah.
And where we live, because we will see interracial relationships here, but it's nowhere near as much as if you go somewhere else out west or up north or somewhere like that. It's kind of normal and people don't even think anything about it.
Yeah.
But being here in the good old Bible Belt, everybody has an opinion about something.
I cannot pinpoint what it is, because every girlfriend I've had, there was something about that woman that I appreciated and that I liked about. It's not because she was black, but that was definitely a preference for sure. Like, even if I'm attracted to a white woman, she's tan. Like, she's damn near light skin, brown tan type
like
shit.
Italian.
I'm anti, this is gonna go crazy. I'm anti pink nipples.
It's
nothing wrong with asking questions and being curious. And that's what I was going to get at. Sometimes we as people, and I'm speaking for black folks, we get so angry and so upset because we traumatized. And that's like in our blood to be traumatized. It just is what it is, right? We get so angry so quickly that we don't accept ignorance from somebody. It's okay to be ignorant. It ain't even my job to teach you unless I want to. You see what I'm saying? It's the stupidity that fucks, fuck people up. Because sometimes in asking questions, because we've had that too, where we've had friends with us and they be like, "Ooh, girl, what are they saying?" It's like they don't know any better. They're like little kids. And so they're legitimately asking questions that otherwise you might find offensive, but they don't mean it offensively. They feel I take it as you feel comfortable enough to address me and ask me these things, so you don't go out and ask random black folks these questions and get your ass kicked. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's beside the point.
Chad said he looking for some mixed babies with a good chocolate.
First of all,
so
ain't no S on the end of babies. Ain't no plural. I don't. If it ain't a girl, it going back in. If I'm having a kid, it's a baby girl. It's the only thing I've ever wanted in my life since I was like 17 years old. If it ain't a girl, it's going back in.
Obviously, I am pro love, whatever that looks like for you. No matter what that person happens to look like, if someone makes you happy, makes you feel safe, makes you feel secure, provides stability, and allows you to be who you are, that bitch could be purple. I don't give a fuck. Go for it.